Panama Port administra y opera los puertos de Balboa y Cristóbal, ubicados estratégicamente en el lado Pacífico y Atlántico del Canal de Panamá. Estas instalaciones de clase mundial están conectadas por el ferrocarril y una carretera transcontinental con una distancia de 80 kilómetros, permitiendo hacer conexiones de barco a barco en 4 horas. Los puertos sirven como una ventanilla única en servicio de transbordo y logística en América Latina y el Caribe. ¿Cuál es la diferencia de Panama Port con el servicio que presta a las otras empresas que tienen servicios similares?
Panama Ports is the largest 2 ports together in Latin America and the largest port operator in Panama, but it's the only port operator that actually has terminals on each ocean, so both on the Pacific and on the Atlantic side, and also has rail terminals inside the ports. So having the rail inside the ports, as well as having the same port operator on each side of the Panama Canal, both on the Atlantic and the Pacific. So overall, it provides a really special competitive advantage that very few places in the world where you see 2 ports connected on 2 different oceans.
Hablemos entonces ahora de los beneficios que le trae Panama Port. ¿Para quién van dirigidos específicamente?
Panama Ports provides huge benefits, both to the country, to people who are living here in terms of jobs, and of course to the customer. So first with the country, Panama Ports has put in close to 1.7 billion US investments in Balboa Port and Cristobal ports. So in terms of the customers, as I mentioned before, having the 2 ports on either side of the Panama Canal with the rail connecting has provided a competitive platform for our customers to support their networks in the region. For Maersk, they have made Balboa their main hub for all of Latin America on the Pacific side, and they've done that for a reason. And with the choice of making Panama as their major hub, there's a lot of other logistic companies, vendors for them that also has created lots and lots of other business. And the reason they've done this is because of the location of the ports, but also because of the international, modern, global class port that we have here.
¿Cuáles son los planes futuros de Panama Port?
The next 25 years, as you know, we recently have had our contract extended by the government for another 25 years. So we have actually a long time to look forward to and to plan. In terms of the investment, of course, as we have another 25 years, we have to look at how we can make more investments. We've made substantial investments here in Balboa. Cristobal is a bit of an older port. We have made a lot of investments there, but we need to make a lot more. So we're also looking how we can make more investments, redevelop Cristobal, going to electrification of equipment, getting rid of diesel equipment, changing from diesel trucks to maybe electric truck, all these things all the operators are going to have to do. We also, of course, want to be ahead of the curve. We don't want to be behind the curve. So we have to look at the next 25 years in terms of how we can reduce our impacts to the environment. We're looking at how we can also make investments in warehouses inside the ports. This is making a change to our business model of providing modern, high-tech warehouses inside the ports for our customers.
Hablemos ahora de los empleos directos e indirectos que le da Panama Port.
Panama Ports, between Balboa and Cristobal, the 2 ports, we have 5,000 direct staff just dedicated to the 2 ports. In terms of indirect jobs from the 2 ports, it's 25,000 jobs. So Panama Ports is, of course, one of the leading and largest industrial companies in Panama. So it's a huge company, and it provides a lot of benefits. It's very important. Because we have so many people working here, we also see that we have a lot of responsibility. We, as I mentioned before, we try to take a partnership approach, not just with our customers, but also with the staff, with the workers, with the sindicatos, with the unions. It's really important that we take this type of approach. We're all working together, we're all on the same side, we all want to achieve the same thing.
Cuéntame sobre ese espacio que han creado para ellos de esparcimiento, de sana diversión entre todos los colaboradores.
We really try, as I was saying before, to take a partnership approach and work with the staff. We see the importance of working as one team, and that's one of the reasons we have recently officially opened our wellness center here in Balboa. I think for an industrial company and also for a port operating company. Probably some of my friends who are working in other ports would say we're crazy where you're opening a wellness center with yoga, with Zumba, with the ping pong and all kinds of other activities. Of course, we all have gyms, we all have soccer, football fields, but the wellness center is a little bit of a progressive thing maybe for a port operator. But I think it's really trying to show the importance that we put on looking at the wellness of staff and taking a more comprehensive approach.
¿Por qué crees tú que Panama Port es único?
I think if you just look at the port, you see a 14,000 TEU ship. We have this huge port here. We also have a very large port on the Atlantic side. So we're the only port operator that has the ports on each side of the Panama Canal, on each ocean, on the Pacific, on the Atlantic. So not just for Panama, but for Latin America, we're the only port operator that has ports connected together on each ocean. And the connection is by rail inside the ports.
Para Panama Port es importante seguir trabajando para convertir a Panamá en un hub logístico único para el mundo y para los panameños.